Hey everyone, just want to let you know that the way I'm sitting in this video makes me look fat. However, I weighed myself today and I'm 207 pounds, which is the normal weight range for someone like myself who is 6'8", so all comments claiming that I look fat are fake news and will be subject to a hefty fine. Thanks for watching.
Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm here with my friend Speedy.
That's me.
And today, Speedy is going to read off a list of Urban Dictionary terms to me, and I'm going to try to guess what they mean. Because I'm getting older and I want to see if I'm still hip and cool.
Know all the cool lingo.
Yeah, I want to be relevant to a younger generation. If you hear any background noise, Speedy has dogs.
And they're just running around everywhere.
We love them, but they're making noise.
Lots of noise.
So why don't you start reading?
All right.
And I'll see.
The first one's interesting. I want you to know we're starting off with a banger.
Yeah, I haven't seen these beforehand. I don't know what these are. I just want to try to figure it out and be cool.
So the first one is a Massachusetts Slurpee. What might that mean in the Urban Dictionary realm, Joel?
I would say, well, I mean, we've been in Massachusetts at a 7-Eleven and gotten a Slurpee before.
True.
I'm sure this isn't the same thing.
This one's a little bit different.
Let's
quite the definition to it.
Okay. I'm gonna say a guy jerks off on a girl's face. This video isn't for kids.
Yeah, this one's not for kids at all.
Yeah, if your kids are watching, before I said jerks off,
rewind that.
Just don't watch this video. If I have kids or future grandchildren, do not watch this video.
This is
You're
a tough
grounded if you watch this video.
You gotta look like a crazy person.
Yeah,
like,
I have to
stuff
say
you gotta come up with.
I have to say some sick and depraved things, and hopefully the actual definition is sicker than what I say.
Dogs
but
don't want to come up here.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna say that it's a guy jerks off on a girl's face and says, "How do you like them apples?"
Get in the car.
But yeah, get in the car. Get in the fucking car. I don't do a Boston accent, but look, why don't you? Is that it?
No, a little bit off here. The Massachusetts Slurpee. When during intercourse, right before the girl climaxes, you whip out a straw and put it in her vagina. Once the straw is tightly shoved in, you start masturbating until you can perform a money shot into the straw, which funnels down into her vagina. Used in a sentence. Hey yo dog, I got a hoe and a plastic straw from McDonald's, what should I do? Hey yo, try the Massachusetts Slurpee, homie?
What a random assortment of things to have. Hey, I have a female with me and I've got this straw. It's like, did you get a drink too, or did you just get the straw?
People come up with this stuff, everybody.
Where did the drink
Someone
go?
submitted this word to the website.
Let's do another one.
All right, I'm down. Let's go next page here. All right, staying with the whole vaginal theme, Joel, what do you think a queef...
A hint?
What do you think a queef greased is? Queef greased.
What's the second word? Can you spell it for me?
G-R-E-A-S-E-D. Similar to like a grease fire if you were cooking and things went awry.
That sounds like the newest Atlanta hip hop group. Like there's Migos and there's Quick Greased, and you know, coming out of the ATL.
This doesn't even make sense to me. Right
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Do you want me to use it in a sentence for you, Joel?
Yeah.
You think that would help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a hint.
All right, I just couldn't believe it. She was relaxed, feet up to the ceiling, when suddenly she queef greased my pompadour. That's shiny pompadour, dude.
Is it when you like queef and shart at the same time?
No, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
All right, this is a tough challenge, man. The material spewed out at light speed as a result of a vaginal fart. Although never subject to thorough analysis, this material could be quite unpleasant, possibly even toxic, and aesthetically repugnant. It often requires a spewy, confused, shocked, and sexually ambivalent, and somewhat entertained. Are you enjoying this challenge so far, Joel? Maybe we go to the next one. That doesn't even make sense to me.
I haven't been to church in a really long time, and I feel like I need to go after this challenge.
Ooh, next one's a classic, Joel.
Okay.
You should know this one. I personally already know what the answer to this one is. What is a rusty trombone?
Okay, that is when...
Everyone knows this one, dude. It's up there with Alabama Hot Pocket.
Okay,
it's
but...
a classic.
Okay, is it when you go from anal to blowjob? From the ass to the mouth?
No.
This is in American Pie. This one's so old. I feel like such a doofus for not knowing this one. It's... give it to me. Give it to me.
A rusty trombone is when you're getting rimmed, rim job.
Yes.
Whilst receiving a hearty reach around.
Okay.
thus resembling a trombone player in full full chorus, rather.
I'm glad to say I completely forgot that one.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you guys hear weird background noise. The dog's literally eating a dog toy.
It's okay. Yeah, she's a young pup too. I don't know even know if she should hear this. But.
Phoebe's rendition of the rusty trombone last night was so moving. It brought a tear to my eye.
What's wrong with the good old missionary?
This one will be fun. A Tallahassee gas mask. Tallahassee, of course, a city in Florida. And a gas mask, of course, something you put on your face.
Home of the Seminoles, the Florida State Seminoles. Okay, well, I definitely, something to do with farting. Okay, so this is it, for sure. You hollow out an orange. Oh wait, no, you can't hollow out an orange, the peel's too flimsy. What's stuff that's in Florida? It's not even gonna make sense to anything in Florida, I'm overthinking it. All right, so you cut the top off of an orange juice container, and you fart into the orange juice container, and then you just go up to your lover, and you just put it over her face until she suffocates.
You are so close, it's insane.
Okay.
Can we give him a point for this one, everyone? Let me read what this actually is. All right, a Tallahassee gas mask. When one splatter farts into a hotel-provided shower cap, sneaks up behind a loved one, pulls it around their face like a gas mask. You were so close, it's insane.
Okay.
You were just using the wrong, you didn't think to use a hotel-provided shower.
I know, I always want to say something that relates to the actual town they're in, or the actual location, but it's always something random.
Let's use it in a sentence, Joel, just so everyone can get that full definition of it. My wife was screaming at me, so I gave her a Tallahassee gas mask, only to calm her down.
And then she filed sexual assault charges, and we got divorced, is the end of the sentence.
All right, Joel, we're going down to Texas this time, or over to Texas from Florida. Are those the Bob Ross socks?
I'm wearing my Bob Ross socks. I need more socks. I wear these too much because they're my favorite.
Do they come in Van Dyke Brown or just the blue?
There was Happy Clouds, and then there was whatever he calls trees.
What is a Texas chili bowl?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yes. Trent gave Billy a Texas chili bowl.
Are Trent and Billy gay, do you think?
I think so.
You crouch over your lover's face when they're in bed, and you just shart on their face. Essentially, or like diarrhea on them. Just
you're a little off, you forgot the telephone.
I forgot the telephone?
You also forgot the Tabasco sauce.
Okay, elaborate.
All right, a Texas chili bowl. This one doesn't give too much of the definition, Joel. This one says it involves Tabasco sauce, a telephone, and the anus.
That's it?
Trent gave Billy a Texas chili bowl.
Alright, moving on.
All it says.
Moving on.
This one will be good. A Norwegian torch blower. What do you think a Norwegian torch blower is?
I'm gonna say...
This might be my favorite one yet.
Okay, I'm not gonna... Can you use it in a sentence at least?
Yes, of course. Charlie got arrested for pulling off a Norwegian torch blower. They don't give any descriptions of these, like it's the worst.
I know, well, yeah, it's proper use in a sentence, but it's not really descriptive. Well, yeah, it's clearly something very dangerous then, and something you can get arrested for. I would...
Another hint here, Joel, another hint.
Yeah.
Underneath, it gives a little more description of what the word is, and it says, I'm not even sure this is possible, but the Norwegians are an ambitious people. So who knows?
Okay.
Does that help?
No,
it doesn't.
No.
Hey, Phoenix, can we be a little more quiet over
I
there?
mean, she's beating the shit out of that rubber, yeah.
Dude, sorry about your audio, man.
No, I really don't care. I don't know. I'm gonna throw a hard pass on this one because whatever it is gonna be more amazing than what I could say.
The Norwegian torch blower. Right before ejaculation, you cover your penis in wax and alcohol, set it on fire, and jizz in her face. Word.
I don't even know if this is possible.
It literally says word at the end of it.
I don't even know if this is possible, but the Norwegians are an ambitious people.
Incredibly ambitious, man. Incredibly.
Wow. Okay.
Should we do another one, Joel?
Yeah, let's do a few more. Let's do a couple more. Let's do two more.
This one has us heading up north. Okay, Phoenix, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Phoenix, real enthusiastic.
The Alberta Chili Bowl, heading up north to Canada, Joel.
Okay, so the Texas So with the other chili bowl was just a phone and Tabasco sauce, right?
Yeah.
Is this one more defined?
Oh, this one has a lot more definition. It looks like the Canadians are a smarter people than the Texans because they have more of a defined chili bowl.
Okay, so what? The sentence, please?
Yes, of course. This one actually gives a little bit of help.
Okay.
Dude, your room smells terrible. Yeah, gave this bitch an Alberta chili bowl last night. It got everywhere.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this is when you. So I'm thinking Canadians right now. I'm thinking cold. I'm thinking this is when you take a shit outside in the winter, and then you let it freeze a little bit, and then you put it in a bowl, and then you feed it to your bitch after lovemaking and say, here's a little food to satiate you after I just had animalistic sex with you, and then she eats your frozen shit. I'm not close at all, am I?
You're kind of far off here,
Okay, what is it?
To be honest.
Okay.
The Alberta chili bowl. In the middle of anal sex with a female, pull out and proceed to vomit in that gaping asshole. Once done vomiting, continue the anal sex until climax. The sludgy mess that escapes her rear afterwards provides your chili bowl with its contents.
I just picture my funeral, and there's a video board showing all of the highlights of my career on YouTube.
Hey, can we take a break? Phoenix isn't supposed to go upstairs, and she's going upstairs.
Yeah, the videos displayed on the board, and all the people at my funeral who are obviously sad, and it's a huge funeral because a lot of people love me. And they're watching all of my highlights from YouTube, and this is on there. Just these descriptions and these heathenish words. And I'm sorry I made the video.
This time, we are heading over to the great state of Missouri. This one's called the Missouri Backwash. What could the Missouri Backwash be?
I have to be careful here, because we have some friends that live in Missouri, and I don't want to offend the great state of Missouri.
Would you like it in a sentence, Joel?
Yes.
I totally Missouri backwashed this guy last night.
Ooh, okay, I got it.
It's not something you can do to a girl.
I got it. Okay, so a Missouri backwash.
I think you got this.
Okay.
This one makes sense from the name. It's not like one of those bullshit ones where they just throw some stupid stuff out there like a Slurpee.
I'm not gonna look at your face, so I don't know if I'm wrong or not.
Yeah.
A Missouri backwash is when you go to Sonic and get a Slurpee, because there's one Sonic per every square mile. There's 30 Sonics per every square mile in Missouri. So you go to your Sonic and you get a Slurpee, or whatever the hell they call it at Sonic. And then you ejaculate 4 or 5 times into the Slurpee, drink some yourself because you love the taste of your own semen, and then give it to your boyfriend. Go. Is that right?
No. A Missouri backwash is after giving a guy a blowjob and having his load blown into your mouth.
Okay.
You proceed to spit the contents back into his face.
I overcomplicated it.
You overcomplicated it. I don't think you need to involve Sonic.
But there's so many Sonics in Missouri.
I think you lost any chance of a Sonic sponsorship.
We see Sonic commercials in Michigan, and it's like there's no Sonics within 100 miles, but then you go to Missouri and there's one at every corner.
It's insane. Missouri's the land of the Sonic.
All right, well, thanks for educating me. I learned that I'm absolutely not hip and cool and down with the lingo, and I appreciate you trying to teach me. Did you see another funny one?
Yeah, I suppose the next one. It's called California Cheeseburger.
Just read it.
Alright, a sandwich in which the main ingredient is a small baby. A favorite among godless hippies.
Of which there are many in California. Alright. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you learned something.